fifth and final element that we bring is we decided to use a system of incentivized marketing. And the idea for that, a lot of people will ask, why that? And there's a lot of people that feel that this kind of marketing is not legitimate. And there has been abuse of this kind of marketing in the past. And yet we are very firmly supportive of this way of spreading the word and rewarding people. It really comes down to that. So, I would like to bring everyone's attention to the fact that a lot of people here are members of Facebook. And Facebook has built a huge network, and it's close to 2 billion people, I believe. And everybody on Facebook is creating their own content and sharing it with their friends. And most everyone on Facebook heard about it from one of their friends. And yet all the value that's being created is happening on the backs of everyone's privacy, everyone's content, everyone's marketing efforts. And yet the only people getting any value from this network is a central company called Facebook Inc. And they and the executives and the shareholders of that company extract all the value to them personally. And there's nothing, to me, that's the way it's been working for a long time. It's been central organizations extracting. It's the colonial model, it's the imperial model. It's been working a lot. Is it the best way to orient? And are there better ways of doing this? I think there are. Why does no one in Facebook get a check every couple of weeks? Because, why does all that money go to Mark Zuckerberg and his friends? And so, we believe that it's all about networks. Networks is where value is going. This shift is happening from commodities into networks. And what we're finding with cryptocurrency is people don't know yet how to very accurately value networks. It's very new, and we're still coming into this, but it's all about networks. It's about what you can do on the network, who's on the network, how fast the network is, how much capacity is on the network. That's where value is today. And this is why Facebook is worth more than ExxonMobil. You have it's just connection servers to people, and it's worth way more than, just huge tankards full of oil and, all the riggings and all the ships going everywhere with oil. All that commodity is worth less than the connection between all the people. And so our view has always been, wouldn't it be a good idea to reward people as you're growing this network? Seeing how networks are very important to us and are important to the future of really everything, a future of value certainly, we wanted to create a way for people to benefit, not just everyone benefits the same. No, they benefit commensurate with their impact on the growth. So the more someone is responsible for growing the network, the more that they would benefit from the value that's created. And so, we just really believe that makes a lot of sense. We also expect to have, we have a very unique way of creating utility and liquidity in our ecosystem that we've called DasPay. And it's a very exciting way where automatically using a credit card, essentially, or it's a MasterCard or Visa, you're using the rails of MasterCard and Visa, but instead of you transacting in a fiat currency for that, you are basically going to be selling your Dascoins in order to facilitate that transaction. And it happens nearly instantaneously. And we see it as a great way that gets us past that chicken and the egg dilemma, that ultimately we will have merchants directly taking Dascoin, but initially someone, a merchant, it's this classic chicken and the egg problem. The merchant's like, well, how many people do you have on there? And if you don't have a lot of people, the merchant's going to be like, well, come back once you have a lot of people. And then the users are going to be like, well, how many merchants do you have on? And they're going to say, well, come back to me when you have more merchants. So there's this huge chicken and the egg dilemma that affects many network businesses. So anything that's a network always has that dilemma. And on the other side, if you have a network that gets past that sticking point, it has these tremendous, what they call network effects, where it just starts to build and build and build. And that's why you have networks like Facebook that, geez, there could be so many social networks in this world, but there's really only one main one because of network effects. There's so many people on Facebook that, as far as the social network's concerned, why go anywhere else? And so it's because of that that we feel that this model is really important, because we do believe that in time, whoever is offering the service, that whoever cracks this equation is going to have tremendous longevity. And it because of the network effects. So the key right now is figuring out what is that perfect solution. But we believe that people play a big role in that. And that's why we are really looking to have a more full service type of offering. We want to leverage people in the equation. We want to reward people that are expanding our network. It's all about networks. So it's just an important element to our DNA that I want to convey to everyone. And really along the lines of the why, this quote comes to mind, and it's from Robert F. Kennedy, and he said, "There are those that look at things the way they are and ask why. I dream of things that never were and ask why not." And I believe that you can't stop it just at the dreaming. And so I think the why is where you start on the solution path. And then you got to start to ask, you got to put together a plan, and then you got to start asking why not, and you got to start moving on your plan. And that's been the philosophy of where, what's behind what Das has been thus far and where we are right now. And so I just wanted to share that with everybody.